To become the first band with an all-female road. And I hope you had enough to eat in your car. You seem to be in pretty good shape.
This is still the hangover from Tuesday night.
Oh my gosh.
This is still it. I'm getting a brain transplant today, so I should be okay. I don't need this one. This is a used model. Just get rid of this one. Unzip my back, liver gets out, walks away. I'm fine.
Like Lassie, there are 2 or 3 Bruce Dickinsons, right? I mean, it's not the same Lassie.
Sure. I mean,
whole career.
No. I mean, normal human beings can't do this kind of schedule, you know. So I have 2 or 3 of me. Blow up ones.
You indeed are touring a lot, but let's say the reason you partied so much on Tuesday night was because Iron Maiden was presented with 30 gold and platinum albums. Somewhere in Time, Platinum Number of the Beast, Peace of Mind, Killers, was made at a post-concert party afterwards. Was this a surprise?
It was actually. We didn't expect 30 of them. I think they sort of saved them all up and gave us them all at once. The thing was, we kidnapped half the people from the party at the Spectrum in Philly and took them all on the bus and brought them all back to New York, and they're still here, most of them. It's just that we can't find them.
Well, that's good.
And neither can where they're supposed to be, their jobs and stuff.
It's just members of the band and crew that you don't know where they are.
No. It's members of the booking agency and the record company and
so you can do without those people.
The press and stuff. Well, I guess so, but I tried to think all the. I mean, our tour's booked. I mean, I don't know what the rest of the rock and roll industry is going to do. I mean,
you're hot on the heels of your European tour. Kicking off the American tour here.
That's it.
The differences between the 2 crowds of people watching your shows, Europeans and Americans, is there one?
Yes.
And
you want more than this? You want more than
I don't know if I can demand more from a man who's still got a hangover. Go ahead if you can.
No, okay, let's. We'll switch into ticking my brain cell and see what we can get up with. You've got to remember, in Europe, I mean, in America, you've got like the East Coast and the West Coast and the Midwest. Well, in Europe, every 2 or 3 days, you go into a completely different country. They've got a different language. They've got a different sort of cultural background and everything. So they do tend to react in different ways. Some of them are a bit more American, you know, because maybe they speak English a bit better. Obviously, Great Britain is, you know, our home and everything, so that's very special. You find that, you know, Spain and Italy and countries like that tend to react in a similar kind of way. You know, they're very, very crazy, very volatile sort of crowds. German crowds tend to be a bit more American-orientated, tend to be much closer because they speak a lot of English, and there's a lot of American servicemen over there go to the shows. And then, of course, there's Eastern Europe.
And what do they like?
What do they like? Well, they...
Do they throw things on stage? There's lingerie bigger in one section of the
lingerie, rubber hose pipes and things like that.
Some people call that lingerie. I'd never try to wear it.
We got, actually, I don't think we got that many military uniforms this year. We got a pile of, like, military stuff thrown up last year. And they didn't throw it this year. I guess because they got into real trouble when they couldn't find their trousers the next morning last year, you know. What do you do when you're on parade and you try and explain to the guy that you threw your trousers on stage at a rock and roll show, and it seemed like a good thing to do at the time. But no, but Poland, actually, Poland and Hungary and Yugoslavia that we did were all terrific this time. We doubled the audiences and we could have played twice as many shows.
Wow.
We've even got record deals in these countries now. We can sell records in Poland and Hungary. We can't spend the money. We can't get the money out of the country, but there's lots of good things you can buy over there, like vodka.
What you had too much of. We're going to talk about the tour a little bit more, what people can expect from it, maybe talk about Eddie, too.
Oh, yes.
In the meantime, I don't know if you've seen this band whilst on tour, but they're called Killer Dwarfs, and they're killers. They're big. They're big, and their videos right here. Your hobbies. What do you guys do when you're not, like, traveling around the country on an extensive tour, which you do a lot of?
You mean on days off and things like that?
Days off, or you had a little break before the European tour, I guess it was?
After the European tour.
What did you do?
Well, I'm a mad keen fencer, which I did this thing on MTV last time from a fencing club here in New York, right? So I truck off to Germany and go and train over there with some of the German fencers or whatever. And on days off here, I go, like the last couple of days I've been fencing here in New York. And at Penn State, when I was in Philly, went down to Penn State, and they were very nice, and went and trained with their team down there and stuff. So,
are you good?
Oh, well,
do you win?
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah.
The rest of the guys, it's soccer, tennis, fishing, flying. There you go. The drummer's a pilot. God help us all. And, no, actually, he's a very good pilot, actually. Very good. I've flown with him.
But you wouldn't trust him to do your chartered airplane around?
No, he flies us around on the road, actually. When we do some of the big places like, you know, Albuquerque, El Paso, all these kind of towns. He's got a friend in Houston who runs a small charter service, and he comes up, drags a twin prop or a little turboprop aircraft up there. We all jump in and fly around and go nuts, do a few barrel rolls, stick to the walls.
And hopefully they'll be coming to your town soon.
Yeah, that's
maybe.
Right, yeah. We're fixing the napalm on right now.
Great. Coming up, 4 videos in a row, regardless of what Bruce does. Now this word from Twix. We'll talk with him a little bit more. Stick around. Touring, you're doing that a lot here in the U.S. You just started it, and Eddie's out on the road with you. Eddie, you're a wonderful mascot.
Yes.
You know, you haven't told me how Eddie began and how Eddie has changed over the years.
Nobody's quite sure exactly how he began, except in the sort of demented, tortured depths of somebody's, you know, subconscious soul that's probably been damned forever now to the pit of somewhere or other. Probably the pit of TV commercials, I imagine, or something. But, I mean, it's... No, actually...
Maybe we should take a look at Eddie on the cover of the new album.
Have a look,
somewhere
have a look.
in time. Eddie's got the futuristic look here.
There you go. You see, there he is. Sort of half man, half biscuit. No, he's a very fine figure of a man. But I'm looking up there because it's up there on the TV, but I'm here now, so I better look down and say hi. But no, so he started off originally as a mask on stage, when the band couldn't afford sort of walking 12-foot monsters. He was just like part of the backdrop. And when Derek Riggs, who's the artist who designed the stage covers, the album covers, and then went on to do all the backdrops for the stage shows and everything. When he did the stuff on the first cover, we said, well, wouldn't it be great if we could bring him to life? And he started off originally as just like a rubber mask that it was actually the manager used to wear it and come on with a fire extinguisher and grab helpless females out of the audience and, you know, stuff. He's into that stuff, you know what I mean? But no, so anyway.
Certainly not the alter ego of the band members, is
no,
it?
absolutely not. Absolutely not. We're very good, well-behaved chaps.
I want to know, I think we're running out of time, but I want to know about the contest to move off to Tokyo, Japan.
Yes, Tokyo, the contest is very good. It's a wonderful place. You should all come. The Budokan. Actually, the Budokan is actually where they do all the martial arts stuff, like sort of karate and all that sort of stuff, you know.
So this is the Stranger in a Strange Land contest where, like, some helpless folks can go and spend some time with you guys over there.
This is the first time that anybody in Japan has ever seen a full American stage show, because we're hiring a whole 747 and putting all the gear in it, flying it all over there, all the trucks of PA and lights and everything. They'd never seen this before over there.
You mean the large stage show that you guys bring around with, which is the largest around.
That's right, but in Japan, we always have to use local PA and local lights, and everybody does that. Well, we've kind of got permission this time to use our own lights and our own PA. It's to be the first time anybody in Japan has ever seen it.
Wow, so some lucky winner will be a part of all that. That'll be cool.
Should be good.
That's a couple of months down the road.
It really is an amazing place, and you get to eat a lot of dead fish.
And he in a Chinese voice is going to be doing all the promotionals that you'll be seeing.
Very, very healthy, but please, no close-ups today. Look very, very nasty eyeballs, you know.
Potty in Philadelphia, you know.
Potty in
That's the
Philadelphia.
problem.
Oh.
Well, Bruce, thanks for coming by. Good luck with you guys, and try to get some rest, would you? Okay.
See you tonight, Jacksonville.
Right, 4 videos in a row now, starting with this one from World Party.